Welcome into Celtics post-game live, presented by your New England Ford dealers and Ford trucks. Eddie House, Amina Smith here with you. And the Celtics fall to the Orlando Magic, 95-92. And Eddie, it felt like a replay of Friday night when the Celtics lost to the Magic. The Celtics out there not shooting well from beyond the arc, also static in terms of movement on the court. What was the big storyline to come out of this game?
Again, just taking too many threes, not playing with pace, being complacent on the offensive end. But let's give credit to the Orlando Magic. They played hard. They came out. This was their game sevens back-to-back. I'm getting hit up on Twitter, on Instagram by all of their fans like they just won the NBA championship. Hey, Orlando Magic fans, remember, you guys have the 5th worst record in the league. So you know what? When I was growing up, there was a Mickey Mouse Club, in Disney World and all that. They in the goofy club because they so hype over the 2 wins that I don't know who the president is of the goofy club, but there is a goofy club going on right now that's in my Twitter, that's in my IG right now. They so hype over 2 wins. And guess what, guys? Y'all the 5th worst team in the NBA. So no matter what, with those 2 wins, you're still the 5th worst team in the NBA, and we're still at the top of the NBA. So what, gloat, feel good about it, and that's it. I had to shoot that shot right there at them because they are in my inbox, and a lot of them, I'm talking basketball facts, and a lot of them are getting disrespectful, and I know 100% of them would never say that face to face, but at the end of the day, it's all good. We could all have fun with everything, but it shows that they're classless. And I thought, Orlando, Mickey Mouse and Disney, where I thought that was family, but obviously it's nothing about family over there. It's a lot of haterism over there for real.
Well, it just goes to show how the rest of the league also views the Celtics at this point in the season, despite their struggles out there on the court. All right, let's take a look at some of those fourth quarter blunders and how this game just got away from the Celtics in this one. At first, it looked like the Celtics, they were going to have a chance. You're going to see right here, they're going to get up on this play right here. There were 2 offensive rebounds on this play, and it looked like the Celtics actually had a chance. They were trying to get back into this matchup, but then it just wasn't working in their favor. You see it right here, 95-92, Paolo Banchero getting to the basket. And then you get the offensive rebound. It looks like you got a chance. And then Orlando Magic, they just take over this game. There's a timeout that's called. There's a lot happening on this play right here. And then Grant Williams rushing the inbound to Jaylen Brown. Eddie,
why is he inbounding the ball?
That also, I was going to ask you that question. What happened in this fourth quarter? Is this more coaching or personnel in terms of the guys who are out there on the court?
Well, I'll say this. The 2 offensive rebounds, Orlando Magic, they just wanted it more. They wanted to win it more, and you didn't clean the glass up. You didn't finish the job. Great defensive possession to make a guy miss, but you didn't finish the job by boxing out and securing that rebound. And then I just don't understand why we have Grant Williams inbounding the basketball. He is not one of our better passers. Why don't we have a guy like Derek White in there who's one of our better passers making that pass? Why don't we have somebody who is known for making good decisions with the basketball making that pass? And, we can nitpick here and there for every single little thing, but to me, the offensive rebounds, that's effort play. That's right there. That's not playing hard enough, and that's not securing the win and wanting to win bad enough right there. Number 2, I don't know why you don't have one of your best passers inbounding the basketball in a game time situation when you got to get the ball in. And then number 3, I just think that I look back and I looked at 3 shots, and I like Al Horford taking threes, but we're not making them. He's not making them. And from the 3-minute mark, he took 2 of them that were it looked like they were pin downs, but he was just rotating up. It was 1 pass to him, shot for a 3. I would have liked him to move the ball a little, go set a screen, and get another action going. And he shot another one later on in the game. To me, those are all settled shots. When we were at our best, we were attacking, we were getting downhill. But again, let's credit the Orlando Magic for coming out and playing like it was a Game 7, back-to-back games, and this was the NBA Finals, because this might be the closest they get to it in a minute.
Let's bring in Scal right now, who's live courtside. And Scal, I hear you laughing because Eddie just has all this shade.
Fans.
He's got all this shade for the Orlando fans.
It's at the fans, not the players.
I totally get it. I totally get all the shade. But Scal, what did you see on the sidelines that cost the Celtics this matchup?
Did you say that Disney World going to plan them a parade after these 2 wins? Did you say that one, Eddie?
They just, hey, with Goofy at the front, because they in the Goofy Club. It's a new club. It's the Goofy Club.
You got to see him live. I hope, you know what, maybe we go down to Orlando, you can see him live. All right. Eddie's right. Like, we got 2 games going on. We have the transition game where we're great, pushing it. And it's so funny how the momentum from that possession starts out pushing the ball. Then you drive, then you kick, then you drive, then you kick, then you get a wide open shot. And then we have the other game, which is a lot of possessions, kind of like settling, just old man game. I'm not willing to drive. I'm kind of just easing myself into this game. Let me shoot these threes until the second half. And I just don't believe it. The Celtics have been struggling for 8 games, minus the Phoenix game. They've been struggling offensively for 8 games. So they need to get back to Celtic basketball, and we're just not seeing it consistently right now.
When this Celtics team is 12 of 47 from beyond the arc, which they were in this matchup tonight against the Magic, Eddie, what's the strategy? How do they change things to get the offense going?
It has to be a mindset, and it's just a guy wanting to do it. First off, it has to start with stops. And once you get a stop, then you move it in, you push it in transition. And when I say push it and play with pace, that doesn't always mean you're going to get a layup and getting a quick shot. That means you getting down there. If you do have those opportunities, you take them. But it can't be one pass shot. It has to be multiple drives and kicks and multiple. Turn down a good shot for a great shot. And to me, I think that we've been getting away from that here lately. And I think that's why the offense has been struggling, because guys have been getting complacent. Guys have been just getting comfortable with, hey, I think we could just turn it on because we're that good. Nobody can just turn it on. It's a handful of guys that's ever played in this league that can just hit that switch. You have to have that switch turned on from the beginning of the game, and you have to keep it on. And I think the problem is that at times we do get complacent. We play down to the level of our competition at times, and then we try to get it going. And that's a recipe for disaster. Championship teams do not do that. No matter who you play, you come out, you play your brand of basketball, and you move forward after that.
Scal, Eddie's right. I mean, we saw more drives and kicks in October and November, and now it feels like this Celtics team is stagnant out there, like they're just passing the ball. Just how is that contributing to the problems on offense?
I mean, that can work on certain nights. It can. Like, you can just come down and have one of those nights where you make 25 threes, but for the most part, like when you've been struggling, like the name of the game is getting to the ball to the paint. I know that we live in the three-point era, but most of those, there are a few guys that's like kind of an exception to that. Steph Curry can come down and shoot any shot he wants. Like, I would say Damian Lillard's in that category. But if you want to have success, for the most part, you're trying to get the ball downhill. That could be a pick and roll, a dribble handoff. That could be driving a closeout. And then once that ball's there, you're making the right play. And they did that early, and that's why they were historic. They've gone away from it late, and that's why we're on the bottom of the NBA. So it's kind of, the ebbs and flows of this team is a little bit mind-boggling to me. But I know where the answers are in the paint, attacking the paint, and being relentless at going to the paint. We'll just see if they're willing to do that, 75, 85% of the possessions, or if they want to just kind of settle right now and shoot those threes. And you're going to win games like that. You'll have nights where you shoot it well, but for the most part, you're going to be trending in the wrong direction.
Yeah, you can't be doing that also against a physical team like the Orlando Magic. All right, thanks so much, Scal. Let's send it out to Abby Chin, who's with Celtics interim head coach Joe Mazzulla right now.
Joe, late game execution. Did you call Grant's number on that final shot, and what was the
There was
thinking
just a
behind that?
miscommunication from my part, and so I have to do a better job making sure we understand the play. So that was on me. We just weren't as organized as we need to be.
Physicality, I know something that stood out on Friday. Do you feel like you guys matched that tonight?
I thought we did for the majority of the game, and then when there's close games, the last few possessions are always magnified, and so we did a really good job being physical for the majority of the game, and just on a couple possessions, they got the best of us.
Now dropped 4 or 5. Are you seeing any themes come through? Any reason to panic?
No.
What do you? Is there something that's running through those 4 losses and going on with this team right now?
No, just through the course of the season, we have to continue to work. We have to continue to build consistency and habits, and our guys are doing a lot of good things. We just have to focus on what we're doing well and where we can get better.
Joe, thank you.
Thank you.